Hello everyone, how are you? Jacqueline Jax here, and I am sorting my core for my lovely new studio display. I don't know. I think these are very, very cool. I don't know about you, but I have been working very, very hard on this set so far, and I am super duper excited about it because I really truly can't wait to get all of these beautiful watercolors into this set. So as I reorganized, I realized I had this new set that I got for my birthday last year, and I never opened it. Can you believe it? Things have been so busy. This was last August, and I still have not opened these. I think I might have poured a teeny tiny little bit when they first came in of a couple of the colors, but now it's time to actually sort out the colors that I have in core that I have kind of poured and get those topped up and arrange them in the tray. So I thought this might be something you want to hang out with. I'm not really sure if you do or you don't, but as I sort this out, I can kind of like go through and let you know what the colors are. So if you have no experience with QOR, QOR is a lovely watercolor. It is one of my favorites in the watercolor land of professional watercolor. And one of the things that you can depend on from QOR is not only gorgeous vibrancy, but a little bit of a watercolor on fire, meaning that the very special binder element that they have is going to cause these things to flow like you would not believe. And you can actually buy the binder that they use, which is an idea, but let's back up. Let's not get ahead of ourselves because it is not the most like new watercolor painter friendly watercolor, just because the binder that they use, the Aquazol, it does disperse and it tends to push watercolors out of the way. So you won't get like you won't be able to do certain techniques with this watercolor, but at the same time, you'll be able to do other things with this watercolor. So I think that I will definitely go through and show you what I mean as we go. This is PY35, and this one is Cadmium Yellow Primrose. I actually love this color. I'm not a big cadmium yellow person, but this particular cadmium yellow is something that I don't mind having in my sets because it's got this like really crazy fluorescent quality to it, and it does some kind of fun things sometimes. It's the closest to like a lemon yellow that I have in core. And being that it's cadmium, typically cadmiums for me are too opaque, but this particular cadmium, it doesn't seem that opaque. It seems a lot more transparent. Now, on the website, it says it's PY35, it's a traditional cadmium, and it is semi-transparent. But I would have to say it's no more or no less than the Hansa Yellow Light, which is what I typically use. So let's do this. I didn't divide this up into quarters. I have no idea. I'm just going to like do general swatches on this. So let's go ahead and grab the first one, which is Hansa Yellow Light. And I think I'm going to do like just little swatches at first, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let the swatches kind of touch each other, which won't matter in this yellow at all. I'm just laying these two next to each other just so that you can see the difference in the two. Can you kind of see it? Can you see like how the Hansa's a little more like sunny, and then the cadmium primrose is a little more lemony. It's like a little more green. You can kind of see it here in the samples, right? So those are those two beautiful colors. So next here, I'm just going to go by this set because otherwise I'll get confused if I try to do something else. I believe this is it's either an azo. This is nickel azo yellow. It looks like a nickel azo yellow, but I just need to find out. Look, I'm already sticking things together here. Anyway, if you're here for speed, you're not going to get speed out of me today. You're going to get me playing with this watercolor and just talking about what I like about it because I really like it. So it appears that I put this into this little container. So before I go nuts, let's just mark the container. So this is azo yellow, and it is PY 150, which is a traditional azo. Now what I do notice about QOR is it mimics my other favorite watercolor, which is M-gram. So they are so closely related. Honestly, I have my M-grams that are like honey watercolors that are second to my favorite, which is my own handmade watercolors from jackswatercolor.com. And that's just because I actually collect pigments, and so I tend to make my watercolor out of pigments that I just have fallen in love with and that I can't get that particular color any other way other than just to make it. So as I'm an artist full time, that's why I have my own watercolor, is just because there are some pigments that I just can't find, you know, some combinations that I just don't find anywhere. And as I end up painting with those, people ask me where I got them. And so thus my Jack's watercolor was born, to be a way for you to actually be able to get some of the pigments you see me paint with. That's really all it is. Because I would make them for myself regardless. So azo yellow is a color I use a lot, and QOR just does a great job with it. It's really pretty. I would actually rather have the QOR one than the Daniel Smith one, and I used to really like the Daniel Smith one. It's okay. I still have it and I use it. But what I don't love is that it literally shrinks. And you've heard me say this multiple times in videos, that it's really hard to re-wet Daniel Smith. And they shrink. Here's the Daniel Smith. But I do still use it. But when QOR's around, I don't know, I feel like the Daniel Smith one's a little bit dirty. And I like the feel of the QOR one. It's just more fun. This one is more just like regular watercolor, you know? Where QOR is just, I don't know, it's got this like buttery feel. It's just lovely. So I would say over Daniel Smith, I definitely would choose QOR. This is Diary Lied yellow. Boy, they just want to like mess with me, don't they? So PY 83. Let's see which one this one. I don't think did I pour this one? Oh, I might have. This kind of looks like this, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So I did pour a tiny little bit of these, I guess. I just was going to make full pans by doing a first pour, and then I never went back. Bad girl. That's how busy it's been around here. PY 83. And so this is a very this one is almost like a cadmium yellow deep. I would say if you like My Mary Blue cadmium yellow deep, it kind of looks like that. But it's got this special Aquazol in there, so it's going to move. I mean, you can see even like the paint, when you pour it, it even moves. It's not like It definitely wants to go. Okay. So I'm trying to face these this way. I'm putting them in here on top of this magnetic sheet. I'm going to get it all over my nails. So this is a really pretty color. I'm going to compare it to the My Mary Blue while I'm here. So just grab a little bit of this. May as well. Ooh, it's so pretty. Oh, they're just so pretty. So My Mary Blue is in here. I might have to move this. Not in that one. There it is. Cadmium Yellow Deep. Yeah, it does kind of look like that. A very contaminated one. Yeah, My Mary Blue. You know, this is just, I carry a lot of these sets on Jack's Watercolor. It's just a really nice watercolor. It's made in Italy. I really love the brand. Now let me just kind of see if I can replicate that. Boy, those two paint very similarly. I would say that the QOR is a touch more vibrant, right? Where the My Mary Blue disperses just a bit more. It's not as thick. The QOR feels very, very thick. But both are lovely. Really. You would like either one. Top of the line paints right here, that's for sure. That's burnt sienna. Okay, Queen Gold. So my Queen Gold is intact. Yay. Let me just put the pigment information on it. If you are one of my monthly watercolor subscribers and you think you may want a dot card of QOR, let me know, because I think I'm going to have enough paint left over to at least do some dot cards. We haven't brought in QOR for the main subscription just because it is very pricey, and I haven't really gotten a lot of requests for it actually. We've done, like, we're doing My Mary Blue. We've done pretty much everything. We're doing so many. This is the 6-month anniversary of the watercolor subscription at this point, and I'm just really excited about it. I love it. I have the best time with you guys just exploring the watercolor. So this is transparent pyrrole orange. Look at that crazy bright orange. It's beautiful. Lovely. So I believe that's this one. Yep. Just going to top this up. So this is what I'm saying. Like, you see how this, even though it dried back a little bit, it didn't shrink like Daniel Smith or Mission Gold. They tend to shrink a lot. This one just, you know, held itself together, and so does M. Graham. And then I noticed that a lot of the colors are very similar pigments. So if you don't like the Aquazol or the Motion and you want to go with something like M. Graham, I have a couple of M. Graham sets on the website that you can try out, like dot cards, to see if you like them and maybe want to paint with M Graham to start with, and then get yourself a set of QOR, maybe, you know, for your birthday or something special coming up, so that you can have those as well. So what I'm going to do is, I have toothpicks somewhere, but oh, there they are. I was just going to like smooth this out over the top. So just so that I can get a little smoother pan, I'm just going to start mixing, which is what I do when I send you pans and we're on our final level of pour. Now on these, because I'm just going to leave them sit, I'm just filling them up and then going to leave them here. But if these had to travel quickly, I would pour them in levels, like maybe 5 different levels, just to ensure that they were dry all the way through and that they were finished going through any changes that they were going to go through. There we go. Beautiful. So, so nice. Okay, so I want to keep going this direction, I guess, because that's what I'm swatching. So let's take this one, lay it in here. I'm actually so shocked I haven't made a just terrible mess yet in sticking my fingers in watercolor, because I typically will. Like, I have some of it on my fingers, but not a lot considering. Fun stuff, right? Is it just me, or do you like doing this too? Because I really do. This is relaxing to me. This is how I unwind at the end of the day. Have a nice little glass of wine and swatch out the watercolors, get organized. Okay, so that is one of my very favorite. Now, the transparent Pyro Orange, the only other transparent orange that I really do love is the Schmincke one. And it's just gorgeous. It really is. It's just as pretty as this one, but it doesn't have Aquazol in it. Cadmium Red Medium is next. I think that's this one. I don't know. So Cadmium Red Medium is PR 108, and I believe this is literally one of the only PR 108s that I have. I think that's this one. I don't deal in cadmiums much, but if I were going to use cadmiums, it would be the QOR version that I would be most happy with. It's really pretty. So this does not look like this. Oh, it's definitely not the one. Maybe I didn't pour this one yet. There it is. You see it. Okay, so let's mark it. So organized. I was talking online with one of my subscribers, and she was reminding me that I need to take more time out in between all of the things I'm doing, and she's so right. So this is my answer to that. I took a nap, and I'm swatching my QOR watercolors. That's the way I'm relaxing. It's working too. I'm very, very happy. There you go. So I put the pigment information on the front of these, and if I ever want to take them out of this little drawer, I can just do that and even cut them apart, and I'll still have some of the magnet on them. and red. There we go. Permanent Scarlet. Permanent Scarlet is PR 168. That could be that one, I think, because it's more orange. Yep, that's definitely it. So right now, I'm about ready to record all of the videos for the latest subscription and the challenge cards on the cherry blossoms. And this, to me, is such a great color for cherry blossoms. Beautiful color. Okay. These are the tiniest tubes. There, see, I stuck my finger in another one. Okay. So let's add a swatch. When you add water to these, they just they just dissolve so fast. It's the Aquazol. They're put out by Golden Paints. It's a great company. They have so many nice supplies. Beautiful color. So I guess I'm just going to go all the way across. I may as well. Okay, let's put this here. They come in these tins too, which are really nice tins if you don't have anything to put your watercolors in. This big set is a beautiful tin. And then the lid has like a mixing areas. Permanent alizarin crimson. Here it is. So this one dried back a bit and cracked. Not terrible, but it definitely did. This might just be the nature of permanent alizarin crimson though, maybe. This does not want to come out. There we go. Very thick. So I'm just going to go around the outer edges and top this one up. Get a little water. And I'm just going to kind of mix it up and smooth it out. This step doesn't really matter, but it just kind of looks better. And I'm thinking maybe it won't crack if I do this. Really, when I start painting with it, a swipe of the brush is going to do the exact same thing. Okay. So pretty. So pretty. It's got like this pinky red. It's a beautiful red. Reminds me of quinacridone rose, which is my favorite red, pretty much. There you go. Yep, getting everything all over me. All right, so I definitely have a lot of this. I can put it in a dot card so that you guys, if you're part of the monthly watercolor subscription, you can get some. Quinacridone magenta. So this one is already full. This is really pretty. Let's put this in. I love these pinks. They're so pretty. Gorgeous. And then I knew it was going to be dioxazine purple. Okay, so we can top this one up. This is going to be such a fun wall to paint with. This studio area is turning out so nice. I just revamped it with all of these clear drawers, and I love them because I can see into them. So it makes a big difference. It's really nice. I had wood drawers before, and the wood drawers, I couldn't see into them. So it was a little more difficult. There we go. All right, doing good so far. So the next one is ultramarine blue, which I should have here. Yep. I think I'm going to go this way, though, with it, because although I do make greens a lot, I feel like these earth tones will be better over here so they won't contaminate the colors too much. Let's go ahead and put some ultramarine blue in there. Let's top it up a little bit. Beautiful paint. PB29. This is one of the prettiest ultramarines around, really. Okay, let's swatch the dioxazine purple, which is a gorgeous purple. See that move? Here, this is kind of cool. So let's take the magenta. And this is what Aquazol does. Take a little bit of the purple. Get ready. Okay, so now you just wait and watch, and one of them is going to literally push the other one out. So you can see the magenta is pushing the purple away because it's very strong. And then if we take this other color, and touch both of them, we'll just see what happens there. And then take a little bit of the blue. You want to take enough of the color. Okay, and that's on rough watercolor paper, so now I just leave it. I mean, if you really want to go crazy, you can just add them all over. Beautiful blue. Really beautiful blue. See what they're doing? The blue's taking over the purple, and the magenta's taking over the purple. Cerulean blue chromium. PB36-1. So pretty. These little caps are so hard to get back on. So this is like the warmer blue. Stuck my finger in it. Still good. Okay, phthalo blue green shade. So this is phthalo blue green shade. PB15-3. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's crazy. This one's really very fluid. It's all over me. Oh God. I'm gonna put it there. Leave it to like the most staining color to be the one that runs away. Jeez, okay. Gorgeous color. It's so pretty. Yeah. See how bright they stay? They stay so bright. It's like all over me. It's all over me. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to try this. Yay. Here we go. Cobalt teal. So this is similar to the color Cobalt Teal from Daniel Smith, but a lot less stiff. It's a nicer quality. Pretty color. Phthalo green. PG7. One of my favorite phthalo greens is by Sennelier. Okay, PG7, phthalo green. There we go. So I'm just smoothing this over, and then I'll wipe my brush off. It's phthalo green, so it is literally going to be an overkill on the brush. So I'll have to rinse some off. Beautiful. So pretty. Sap green. PG36, PR101, which is like a red orange, and PY150. This is one of my favorite sap greens. I actually make a very similar sap green in honey watercolors on my website. So pretty. It's like the perfect sap green. Perfect. Love it. Green gold. This is a great color to have around always. The only other green gold that I really like is by My Mary Blue. It's a really nice one too. So pretty. So that is PY129. Raw Sienna is next. Raw Sienna Natural, it says. This is an earth tone, PY43. Oops, there we go. Having a nice raw sienna is really important. It's hard to find because it can be kind of goopy. This is probably one of the best ones that I have found. The ones that I make on my website are more like unusual pigments. They're more rare and sourced from like Italy or international sourcing. See how pretty that one is? It's really pretty. Beautiful, not gummy. It's gorgeous. This is Burnt Sienna Natural, which is this one. Must be missing one because we have two spaces. Can't figure it out. Raw umber. I think. Just that one. And this is PBR7. So PBR7 makes really great super granulating mixes. You can have a lot of fun with it. There we go. So weird. I have no idea why. I must be missing a color in here. Ultimately, I'm going to end up redoing this anyway. I'm pretty sure I got them all. Oh, maybe this one? Yep, I skipped that one. I'm going to be redoing them anyway. I'm just swatching for you guys so you can see them. Van Dyke Brown. This one. PR 101. This is why this is like a meditative process, as you can tell, because you just kind of sit quietly and get everything organized and get kind of familiar with your watercolor on the first level. Second level will be like more swatching and combining colors, and then painting, doing monochromatic painting with each color. It's a great way to experience your colors and learn about them. Okay. So I'm gonna stir this up a bit. There we go. Let's put it here. Such a pretty warm brown. Isn't that beautiful? I love that I'm doing this. It just reminds me, you know, how wonderful these paints are and how important it is to work with really good paints. So this is their Payne's Gray. It's actually one of my favorites because it is a very blue Payne's Gray. Make sure I got the right one. Yep, I do. Oh, hang on. So this one is made up of PB15-3, which is more like a phthalo blue, PBK7, which is a black, and which will give you a little granulation, and PV19, which is the beautiful pinky red color. So this is going to make a beautiful Payne's gray. I'm actually going to put it over on this side. Let's take some of these out. Okay. One of my favorite Payne's grays. We can swatch my other two favorites if you like to. Okay. This one's a really fun one to work with. Okay, so let's see. Ready? Isn't that pretty? Beautiful light shades. Did you see it? Isn't that just like, I could just paint entire paintings with just that Payne's gray. I love this one because it moves right with the Aquazol, but another Payne's gray that is really nice is actually let me see if I can find it. No, not there. Let's put this back. I think it is. Maybe here? No, that's not it. Let me see if this is it. Yeah. So this is the one from My Merry Blue. I have put this on dot cards and also sent it to you guys as subscribers. It's really pretty. Isn't that beautiful? It's more blue. And then another really nice one is from Sennelier. It's just stunning. It's almost got like a violet look to it. Like a very inky look. It's so pretty. Don't get me started. Payne's grays are beautiful. So that is the Sennelier one. This is the My Merry Blue, and that is the QOR. Pretty, right? I wonder, do I have M-grams? Payne's gray. I wish I had my swatch cards done. I don't see it. I can't tell just yet. Isn't that great? They're so pretty. Beautiful paint sprays. Okay, we're almost done. Neutral tint. Now, a lot of people can make neutral tint just by mixing all of your colors together. So you don't necessarily need neutral tint, but this is a nice one. It's a nice warm one. And this is, like I said, mixing some contrasting colors. So PY42, PR122, and PB153. So just mix colors that don't belong together, and you'll end up with a neutral tint. But this is a beautiful one. It's much more thick as far as QOR goes. There we go. See how much thicker it is. Here we go. I just added a little bit of water just to get it to smooth out because it's very thick. But you want to work it into the pan when it's like that because it might come out if it's not really smoothed in. Although I did a first pour on these so they have something to adhere to on the bottom. There you go. Okay, let me show you the color. It's a beautiful, like it's like a warm, really pretty warm tint, but it's got like an undertone of violet in the neutral, which overall, if you look at how much cooler this Payne's Gray is, they're really different. Got paint on me again. And the last one, boy, if you are here all the way to the end, I should reward you for being here. So how about this? If you're still here, then leave me a comment below and let me know that you reached the end by saying stayed to the end. And if you're one of my monthly watercolor subscribers, I will see your name and I'll send you a dot card. I'll send you a dot card of the of some of the core paints. So this is titanium white. I'm going to put some of this in here, PW6. There are lots of different whites, Titanium white is a lot of fun. I like it to make more milky colors and to make like a buff titanium with some of the earth tones, or to make pastel colors from some of the brighter tones. There we go. All right. Oof, so good. So that last one, so I'm just going to put these in here for now, and then ultimately I have to redo them. I can't set them on top because it's not dry yet. Okay, so there we are, working on the QOR tray. It looks really good. Whether it's going to command this entire tray or not, I haven't decided. I might actually end up putting it in one of the smaller ones or two of the smaller ones. I don't know. We'll see. But for right now, these are the QOR paints. I love them. They're so pretty. I'll probably end up adding to these as well because there's a lot of colors on the website that I see that aren't in this set, but this is a great way to start kind of building up. Like ultramarine violet I'd like to get. I'd also like a Prussian blue and manganese blue. Something else. Hooker's green would be fun to get. All right, my dog wants me to leave. Well, thank you so much, guys, for helping me do another tray. Here's what they are looking like. Pretty cool. Oh, this one's stuck. There we go. So all of the watercolors are going to be all in this setup right at arm's reach. So when I'm teaching the lessons and doing what I do, I have everything at my fingertips. Have a great day, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you saw any colors that you really love and you think I should swatch in the dot cards. Talk to you soon. Bye.